Welcome back to HalfTorqued. Matt always interrupts my intros now. Interrupts my intros. Jeez. Today, we have the GTR.
GTR.
On the left. I keep coming out through a different door because if I go through the main door, then I'm going to show you a project that we're working on that I'm not allowed to tell you about yet. So that's why I keep coming through the do not enter door, which I'm about to enter to show you what we're doing today. Today, Rexpeed has hooked us up once again. And it's kind of hard to tell because this is a really messy room. But we have carbon fiber accents for Matt's car. So these are side splitters. We've got the front splitter, side skirts. These are like the rear spats. We have the
got mirror caps.
Mirror caps.
And the NACA ducts for the hood.
And the NACA ducts for the hood. This is gonna be awesome. I'm so tired of Matt's boring car, so this is gonna make it a little bit cooler. Let's get right into it.
My car's awesome.
We already have his car on the lift, which is a big feat.
Yeah, that's a pain in the butt.
It's really, really hard because the jack points are like in the middle of the car because it's perfectly balanced 50-50, so you just lift it by one finger in the middle.
No one has ever said anything like that ever about this car, but Jeremy now has.
It's 50-50.
Is it?
Is it not?
I don't know.
Perfectly balanced?
I don't know.
As all things should be? I'm sorry, little one.
Super's not.
No, it's not. It looks great though. I don't think we will be able to do the side skirts while it's on the lift because that kind of like restricts your access, but we're doing the front splitter and the side spats while it's on the lift.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Can I say it?
Yeah.
Going up.
So we are just going to start by removing everything that is there. If you do not have a front splitter on your car already, then you can just skip this step and skip about a minute or 2 or 6 later in the video. And we'll see you there. All right, so when we took off his rear spats and this slatted diffuser part, the bolts were, I guess, rusted and they just kind of snapped and they kind of broke some brackets that we need. So John's fabricating new ones. Yeah, these, oh my gosh.
This one's kind of supposed to look like. This one's actually bent too. It's full of.
Look at that. That's not that bad, but this one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Plastic instead of metal.
ABS.
ABS, baby. Seems like now would be a good time for a word from our sponsors. All right, so before we start, we're gonna throw these pair of really, really bad rusty pliers in Blaster's Metal Rescue Rust Remover Bath. But it's safe on every single thing except for rust. So we're putting everything in there, including the handle. Check on those in a bit.
So one thing everybody needs when they have a shop is PB Blaster. The reason we use PB Blaster is because you don't want to go torquing on wrenches, bolts, things like that, risk breaking them if they're rusty on the other side. Like you can see right here, these look fine on this side, but on the back side, it's very rusty. So we're gonna show you what it's like to try and break a bolt loose when you don't have PB Blaster and what it's like after you've soaked it in some PB Blaster. So if you don't have it, I suggest you run out and get it because we use it every day.
It's not happening. So we'll be back in a few minutes with the ones that have been sprayed. So it's been on for about 3 or 4 minutes. We're gonna try with the normal ratchet first. There it is.
Like a ball.
So much easier, it's actually ridiculous.
All right, so you remember the pliers we threw into the Blaster Metal Rescue? It's been about 8 hours, so let's check them out now. That's pretty incredible.
And that was with the grip in there, so
yeah,
it didn't hurt the grip at all. It is safe on everything except for rust.
And we did not pull this out and rub on it or nothing like that.
Nope.
As you can see, there's still a little bit of rust under there. Wipe it away. Man, this is amazing. That's awesome.
So you can go to Blaster for all your lubricant penetrant anti-rust needs.
All right. So I got the splitter off, thanks to no one else at all in the shop. I did it all by myself, except for when John helped. But basically, if you've ever taken the front bumper off, you know there's a bunch of clips like under here, some plastic clips, and then there's some bolts that go up into here, as you can see right there. They go right there, there, all the way across. There's a couple of them that hold onto these that you can see through there. So I got it down. There it is on the ground. And there's the new lip that's going to replace it. So what I got to do now is drill out these rivets that are holding this piece on to here. And then we'll put that guy on there. So yeah, there we go.
All right, this is this big piece that we just detached that from, just drilled all the rivets. This big old clunky plastic piece here.
Big old clunky piece. Oh, it says BMW on it.
Does it really?
Nope.
I figured. And then this beautiful carbon fiber piece. We'll go there.
If it said BMW on it, it'd be a lot slower.
I don't have a BMW, so I'm not offended.
You do have a BMW.
So then you squeeze this on top of here. The clips go on top of it. I guess you're supposed to rivet it, but we're gonna try and find a less.
I mean, we have plenty of rivets from the Bolt Depot.
The what?
Bolt Depot!
Bolt Depot. It's where we get our bolts.
We're gonna try and find a less permanent and painstaking way of installing it.
Less permanent.
Yeah, we want. For a Super BMW.
Yep.
Germans.
So instead of rib nuts, we went with these little plastic clips. These should be flush enough to where they won't hit the bumper. It's looking pretty dang good at the moment. Fits really well.
It does.
Just slides right on.
It's a tight fit.
So there will be a piece of plastic here that you just gotta manhandle and shove behind the carbon. We had to cut off a little piece here because it wasn't fitting right. Once that goes on, it gets flush, and then we're good. So now you just reattach these bolts here.
Did
And you
these
should be good.
first.
Oh, okay, right. So there are the two that attach in those brackets in the grill right there. So you want to do this first, and then that's pretty much it. This is looking super sweet.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself down like that.
So we've got this carbon fiber panel back on, and then next will be the carbon rear spats. That's OEM. That's what we bought. It just comes in the GTR. Let's get it going. Okay.
It's gonna go something like this, I guess.
So this is all put back together. We got the old stuff off. These are the rear spats. I definitely recommend cleaning under,
Definitely.
obviously first, because this does have a strip of 3M tape, and then 2 holes. So it's a little bit of both adhesive and screws. Oh, it's gonna look really good.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Good fitment. Very good fitment. So clean that up. 2 self-tappers, and clean it up.
Very happy with it.
Okay, so I was wrong. They're not self-tappers. There are actually 2 body clips that are in the bottom of the car that you're just going to take out and reuse. But the holes are a little small, and he was missing 2, so we got new ones. And we're just going to pop them through. But I got to drill them out first. So. Second one. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Second one. Sorry.
What's wrong?
Nothing at all, man. What's up? Why are you over here?
You struggling?
Hey, Matt.
Oh, hey, bud. What's wrong? You can't get it in there?
I'm just straining my neck a little bit.
Need some man hands?
No. Dude, the whole A90 Shop steering wheel video is just you taking over for me and doing it because I can't.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that.
Okay, so these are on. We did decide to throw 2 tiny little self-tappers on the corners because they just wobble just a little bit. But these look absolutely gorgeous. And they will line up with the side skirts, which will be next. But we can't really get those on while it's on the lift. So.
No, definitely not.
No.
I wish. All right.
Okay, so these are a little scary. If you take all the screws out of the bottom, which is very simple, you just kind of have to pull these until they snap. The clip snaps, not the actual part.
Yeah, well, it's not snapped apart, but there's 4 plastic push clips that are going through right here. I thought you had to take this off, but I pulled that one up and didn't even need to do that. So I risked bending the titanium from JDC.
Wow, there you go.
Well, that was a lot easier.
You just pull it
Now
straight
that
up.
I'm a professional. So yeah, there we go.
Now the carbon goes on. Easy enough.
Yum.
Do we need to save
Ooh.
plastic clips?
Okay, so we've got the carbon ones close to the car. We're not transferring all of these clips, but we're transferring the top 4 that go onto the door panel itself, and the rest are just screws that go underneath. And then you've got obviously the body clips that go here. Okay, you just take these 4 off, and you transfer them to the top part right here, and snap them on. Boom.
Boom.
So it is the next day. There was a lot going on in the shop last night, so we couldn't get it all finished. Now we're good for the easy part. We got the NACA hood ducts.
Something like that.
Something like that. And then we've got the mirror caps. It all looks incredible. I'm not gonna show you yet because I wanna do like a final reveal outside with a little cinematic. But it looks incredible. It's such an upgrade from factory. Even past the carbon, it just is like nicer. It's got like, it flares out and it's looking really good so far. So now we've got the easy part. We've got the hood propped up, but we're having a problem. This hydraulic hood strut is falling off. So gotta replace that. And then we are on to these babies. And then those babies.
I'll find that.
Clean. Clean. Adhesion promoter. Promoted. Carbon. Carbonized. And repeat. Boom! These are super easy. They're actually just an overlay. So you just take off that double-sided tape and you are good to go. You don't actually have to take the mirror off or anything like that. Looks so good. Onto the NACA ducts.
The abyss.
Whoa, so sorry.
No, I'm still on.
Now. Oh, that's not a screwdriver. Now we take off these with an icon. Get out of here. Slide these into these clips. 2 screws. We had some spinny action on these, taking the stock ones out, so we're gonna put a little bit of super glue so that we don't do that again next time. But these are never coming off.
Sick shirt you got on.
Oh, really? Do you mean the ones that we have for sale on HalfTorqued.com for $25?
Yeah.
Wow. Visit here on the carbon vent, NACA duct. That should be enough. Get that off now, dude.
Did you just get it on your hand?
Yeah.
Activate all.
That's so fucked up, but funny as hell.
I mean, as long as it's cyanoacrylane, I think it's the same thing.
What? Get an instant replay on that.
Rewind.
One NACA duct down. It's like a falcon talon. Meow. At least he didn't go our car slow.
Not yet.
No.
He doesn't have to. We know.
Yeah, don't have to. You guys already know that your car's slower than mine.
At least it looked better.
Oh, you can put your hand right the back.
Oh yeah.
You feel good?
Yep.
So, I hope you can hear me okay may have not picked the best place. I've had the carbon on for about a week. Gotta say I love it. It fit really well. Didn't really have any trouble getting it on. And it just looks incredible. So much better than what was on there with the factory stuff. But, you know, carbon is always better, so it's hard to complain with that, right? Should have brought the wireless mic, but it didn't. and I had to spray the car off, so it's still got a bunch of water on it. It is that time of year where there's pollen everywhere, and we live in the mountains. So, you know, doing what I can. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Because frankly, I'm not sure where Jeremy's gonna put this in the video. I don't know if this is at the beginning or the end. But either way, here it is, the Rexpeed carbon fiber on my GTR.
You know what? Let's be real. If you want to see a better cinematic, you're going to have to check it out on Instagram, because what I'm using right now is just not going to give me that smooth look that you're used to with, you know, cinematics and things like that. So anyway, God, it looks killer. The NACA ducts are insane. Look at that. Carbon lip. Got the carbon side skirts, carbon rear spats, and it's got a factory carbon diffuser. But yeah, I love this car. Just adding the carbon fiber really just kind of makes it that much better, you know? Just a killer car, man. The PPF is coming off really soon. I think we're just gonna roll with the OEM gun metallic color for a while before we go blue. We're still trying to figure out if we're gonna do just a vinyl wrap or, you know, color PPF, but we'll see.